But I want to switch gears for our third question. As co-founder of Girl Power Talk, would you please share with the audience what that organization does? And since you are a co-founder, tell us how you came to start it. And as you and I know separately, I'm a huge proponent of equal opportunities for women across the world. And, I'm proud to have uh, women in my life at many different levels who I want to make sure that they have as much opportunity as men do.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Girl Power Talk was born out of trends that exist in history, in society, in America, globally. One of them being, for the most of our history, look at all the progress we've made in science, innovation, math, technology, and women have been relegated to the sidelines for a big part of it. And imagine if that wasn't the case. Think about how much farther we may be. So Girl Power Talk recognizes the extraordinary potential of women in business. And so Girl Power Talk was born out of that trend. There's also a huge supply demand imbalance of qualified opportunities for young women, exacerbated in the emerging markets. Africa's 54 countries having 750 million or so people under the age of 28. India having 500 million people under the age of 26, half of them, of course, being women. And so how can we find brilliant young people? And the world has changed so much because of the internet and technology. You look at a young woman in Kampala, Uganda, in Karachi, Pakistan, in Mumbai, India, or in Chandigarh, India, where our offices are, or in Jakarta, Indonesia. And today, she, watches Game of Thrones, knows about Breaking Bad, understands and pays attention to the US political race, and she can actually connect with and relate to perhaps executives and founders and colleagues in the United States in a way that no one ever could have imagined 30 years ago. And so if you take those concepts and you say, you know what, imagine a fictional book, Dr. Schein, where young people are happy and there's intellectual freedom and they're learning, growing, and creating together. And there's a conscious bias towards women. Now imagine making it real. And in many ways, like the Peter Drucker aphorism, culture eats strategy for breakfast. Girl Power Talk was born to reverse engineer a company culture that is innovative, similar to perfection. We strive for it, knowing we can never achieve it. We believe in creating a utopia, knowing we never will, but we'll get closer than anyone else if we believe and we have a healthy balance. And then I also think young people, particularly younger generations, relative, generally speaking, of course, to older generations, they really care about driving social impact and doing good. And many times we reach this why in the road. I got to choose to have a career focused on money, or I'm going to go work for a nonprofit. And we don't believe they should be mutually exclusive. And so one Girl Power Talk team members work with our foundation, Girl Power USA, a 501c3 based in the United States. We're building a brand and a culture. It's the absolute best place for young people, especially young women, to learn, grow, and develop. And Girl Power Talk team members across departments, be it our growing legal team led by our chief legal officer, Ashna Dougal, be it in finance, be it in marketing, be it in technology, be it in public relations and content writing. They're provided opportunities to work on real projects with clients direct, or as we started in doing some of the delivery for Blue Ocean Global Technology projects. So the two companies work hand in hand, and you create something called Girl Power Talk. And I never thought that I'd have, I'm just thinking back to a conversation where there was a lead partner in Manhattan at a law firm, and she went to Yale Law School. And she said, Samir, our assignment was to find the best expert with the most case history experience. And you've got a page, which is pretty good, better than most. And I found two other people, one had 2 pages, one had a page and a half. And so technically I'm supposed to go with them. But before we start this interview, I want to say that we're going to hire you. I read a lot about you, and I'm someone who always said I'd give back to women, and I don't think I do enough in terms of impact and projects. And then I'm successful now. I'm leading this law firm, and I look at you, and you're a man that is spending a considerable amount of time in his life to provide opportunities and do the things that I always said I want to do, should be doing, I'm not. And so at the very least, I think in becoming friends with you, maybe we can work on some of those things together. And I also watched some of your keynotes, and I think you'd probably be better on the stand than these other experts. So that's my disconnect. But I never thought that creating something like that could be an asset in connecting with people, because it's so easy, when it's real. And so that's a little bit about girl power talk. And I know I've masterfully used my ears and mouth disproportionately, but I hope that that helps for your audience as well as you.